The survivors limp into a town, barely a dot on the map, nameless and tired. Mud streets. Blank-eyed women. Doors that creak open and shut like mouths whispering secrets. The kid walks alone. The townsfolk recoil. They see what he's become. Not just dirt and blood, but the mark, whatever he carries from the desert, from the judge. Tobin finds a church. Empty. Cross hanging crooked. He kneels. Doesn't pray. The judge is already there. In the shadows. Watching. That night, Glanton holds court in a cantina. The few who remain gather, Toadvine, Tobin, the kid, and other remnants. War-burnt men, leathered and lean. They drink. Eat bread with hands that once gripped scalps. Laugh hollowly. The judge plays piano in the corner, something delicate, impossible. The room falls silent. Then he speaks of empires that rose and fell, of lawless prophets, of cities buried in salt. He says man is most holy when he is most terrible. Toadvine leaves first. He can't bear the music. The judge paints again. Children's faces. Animal skulls. Sun flares. On canvas, on walls, on flesh. One morning, the kid sees him carving a tree into a man's back. The man doesn't cry. He's already dead. Later, the kid burns the corpse. Alone. That night, he dreams of the judge. Of a world with no sun. Only pale fire. And a figure dancing through ash. He wakes screaming. But no one stirs. They move again. Down river. The current sluggish, thick. They ferry by raft, watching the banks. The jungle leans close, tangled vines, watching eyes. Toadvine speaks of leaving. There's no end to this but one, he says. The kid agrees. But escape feels like a joke, like trying to outrun your own blood. One night, a storm hits. The raft overturns. Supplies gone. One man drowns, pulled under by something unseen. The judge is the only one laughing. They reach a larger town, almost a city. It breathes commerce and cruelty. Spanish signs. Soldiers. Bazaars. Gallows. They find others. Stragglers. Some from earlier raids. Old scars. Old debts. The kid meets David Brown again. One-eyed, mouth full of gold teeth. They drink. Share silence. The judge disappears for days. When he returns, he's wearing a new coat. Military. Blood-stained. He offers no explanation. None is needed. Deferred. Tobin tells the kid to leave. While you still got a name. Before you become like him. The kid nods. But the judge finds him. They walk together through the town square. Children run. Bells toll. The judge talks of balance, of destiny, of the need for opposition. You think you stand outside, he says. But the dance claims all. The kid spits. But it hits his own boots. News arrives. Mexican authorities are hunting Glanton. Rewards posted. Whispers of betrayal. Of soldiers closing in. Some want to run. Some stay. The judge says, let them come. A dance is never so pure as when death waits at the edge. Glanton sharpens his blade. The kid watches. His heart heavier than the blade. Soldiers arrive at dawn. A shootout. Loud, fast, chaotic. The judge fights like a machine. Smiling. Unhurried. Bullets sing past him but never strike. Glanton is shot. Twice. He keeps firing. Until he doesn't. Toadvine is dragged into the street. Clubbed. The kid shoots, then runs. Blood streaks the cobblestones. The sun rises indifferent. The kid flees alone. Wanders the wilds. Eats roots. Sleeps under branches. Days blur. The judge appears in dreams, always dancing, always naked, always smiling. He reaches a mining town, works hauling stone, doesn't speak, just eats, sleeps, waits. Time passes like wind through bones. Years pass. The kid becomes a man, rough-bearded, quiet-eyed. He walks the borderlands, from saloon to desert, a ghost in flesh. He hears stories of Glanton's gang, of the judge, still seen in the mountains, unaging, untouched, like a god that never died. One night, in a border town, the kid steps into a saloon, and there sits the judge, unchanged, smiling. He rises, opens his arms. "You came back." The kid doesn't speak. The music plays. The dance begins again.